that time, y'all. Time for Big Boys Boxing.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
What's going on, team? Welcome back to Big Boys Boxing. I'm Jono, your host, and as per usual, let me get a few things sorted here, and we shall get right into this. A bit of a weekend to review, a few heavyweights in action, among other things. So let me get started here. We want to put a link. Link to join panel. Boom. Phil Carl Roberts in the house. What's up, butter? I better go get into the Discord myself. Alright, says I'm in there. Blah blah. Yep, green rings are working. Mic is on. And then it says I'm in there. That's good. Double check my software. Yeah, it says I'm all up in there. Hey, the chat's working on the screen a bit better today. That's good. Looks like the text could probably go a little bit bigger, but we'll be alright for now. Alright, so we'll start at the top. So the first fight we should really look at was the debut of failed Olympian Delicious Ori. Bit of a laugh, this one, really, I guess. Hold on, just getting my screen sorted so I can see what I'm up to here. Right, where is it? Where's Delicious Ori? Barney Smith. How about I look at the weight divisions? It'll be easier to find. There we go. Alright, super light. Cruiser, where the hell are we? Heavy. And that was the Joe Joyce one. Another shit on my screen now. What the hell? Wait, I don't even know. My YouTube shed its pants. I really don't like this connection where I'm doing my streams at the moment. I might have to move. There we go. Delicious Ori. His pro debut. Weighed 245. He was fighting Miles Valetic, journeyman. He was 3-7. It went the full 4 rounds. Delicious Ori couldn't stop this guy. So Frank's making a big deal about this guy and signing him, even though he's a failed Olympian. He's got a bit of a personality, I guess. That's what the hype is about, because it certainly ain't about his boxing. Dude is shit. Shit as. So that was pretty much my thoughts on Delicious Ori to start. But oh my god. Let me just drop that link to the top. There we go. That should have done it. Did it? There it is. Yeah, link's pinned to the top if anybody wants to jump on and have a yarn. Alright, so a couple of bits in the chat here. What have we got? Let's go, Johnny. Boxing Lounge, Tommy Temper in the house. Well, it's either Tommy Temper or Get the Smoke. What's Philco Roberts saying here? The zone commentary. Oh, mate, I'm going to get to that about the main event on that card. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. So biased. Adam Smith in particular. He's always been bad if there's someone from Britain fighting someone from outside of Britain. He's always been like that. When it's two Brits, it's good. But if it's not two Brits, yeah, he's about as biased as it gets. So it is what it is. But we'll get to that in a minute or two. I'll just get through a couple more comments here. I'll get back to the right screen. That's the link to join. Yeah, that DAZN commentary was freaking horrible, eh, Phil? Absolutely freaking horrible, man. PCR saying hello. JC, your PC is dying. Wow, I thought it might be. I don't know what's going on with it. It's just so slow. Saying my internet connection's like 400 megabytes per second in and 200 upload. So it's not my connection. It shouldn't be my connection. But I've used this computer on other connections and it's fine. So shit, I don't know. It's a bit cucker. We'll just put it that way. Hopefully you can still hear me. Hopefully we'll get through it. Oh, saying it's not picking up any video. I see. Hold on a minute. Are we still live? Yeah, it says it's still streaming. Oh my god, is it that bad? Refresh it, see what happens. If it gets too bad, I'll end up having to just record it. Anyways, I'll get back to the co-main event on that card was David Adeleye versus Jamie Tekshiva, or Jamie TKB. It went to the 6th round. I'm sure of it. Let me scroll up. Yeah, 6th round of 12. It was a British title fight. There was a bit of controversy in this one. The ref called break, touched Jamie Tekshiva's gloves, and as they broke, David Adeleye threw a left hook and put Jamie Tekshiva down in the first instance. This is why I don't like refs saying break. If break means break, that doesn't mean stop boxing to me. It means just don't hang on, break, and you can punch. But if the ref says stop boxing or stop, then you're not allowed to throw on the break. But Tekshiva's corner was rather upset. Ben Davison in the corner and the rest of his team were very upset. David Adeleye did touch on it. He lost to Fabio Wardley, something similar like that. Wardley punching on the break, but you know, once again, what did the ref say? Are they paying attention to the ref? What is the ref grabbing them and trying to push them apart? He was only tapping gloves to get Tekshiva to stop holding at that point, as far as I could see. He wasn't saying stop boxing. He's just saying stop holding and break. So I don't know. Either way, David Adeleye wins that fight in the 6th round. But Jamie Tekshiva was looking pretty good. In fact, according to the judges' scorecards, he won every round up until he got knocked out. He was looking a little bit sharper than I thought, but I've always had my doubts about Teixeira when he gets touched on the chin. And as soon as he got touched with a big shot, he changes. He's not so slick all of a sudden. Either his equilibrium's a bit gone, or his confidence is gone, or something. As soon as he gets hit with something big, as you know, David Adelaide can punch. He's not the greatest boxer. It turns out Teixeira's a better boxer than him, but he's got no chin. So Adelaide moves on. Teixeira, what's he gonna do? I don't know. Fight Solomon Dakers. How's that? You got to work your way back up through domestic level to get anywhere near where you want to be. So let's see. Oh Christ, is this YouTube even going to work? It's loading. It's loading. Oh my. This YouTube doesn't like this computer. It was raining at my other place and I was deciding whether to come where I am now and do the stream or do it at the other place on my other computer. Hey, alright, here we go. It's loading up. Loading up. It's saying it's dropped me out of Discord again. But it's saying it's still live. I'm just waiting for the chat to come back up now. It's not coming up. Oh my, it's like freaking dial up, man. Anybody remember that sound? Alright, so I got a chat back up now. It was a foul. It was a foul shot that ended it, really. It kind of is. And I also noticed the referee in that fight was a new referee that I hadn't seen, so he must have been promoted up to from a small hall show or something. You see some of the older referees leaving the scene these days, so I don't know, maybe he was nervous to make the call, but now it's not going to be a good look for him maybe for the next fight he's involved in, so we shall see what happens with that one. What's to say? That TKV fight was terrible. Wow. Yeah, there was a few fights that I thought would have been better than they were over the weekend. I'm not just talking about heavyweights here either. There was a few other fights around that I thought were a bit meh. JC, your PC. Alright, we'll move on to this main event, This main event between Joe Joyce and Filip Hrgovic. It was crossroads fights pretty much for both of those guys. Joe Joyce coming off 3 consecutive losses, or was it 3 consecutive or 3 out of 4 he's lost? I know he's lost 4 out of his last 5 now. Mark Chamberlain, what the hell? I'm on the wrong card or something here. What's going on? Jack Rafferty, he was on the card. David Adelaide, they're at the top. Where the fuck is the Hrgovic fight? Oh, here it is. So Joe Joyce, weighed in at 275. A little bit lighter than his previous, but still heavier than most of his career. I mean, he's 39 years old. He's getting toward the end. It's hard to keep a consistent lower weight these days. Filip Hrgovic, what did he come in at? 250 and a half. With a record of 17-1. So this fight, I thought the scores were really interesting because the commentary, like Carl Roberts was saying earlier, was terrible. It was very biased towards Joyce. So the scores, was it the fans or was it the... Okay, the fans. Right. They don't have the actual judges' scores up yet. Or do they? No, they don't on BoxRec. But I've got the fan score here. Oh no, we do have the judges' scores, but we don't have what rounds they scored yet. Okay, we just got the total. So the fans scored at 98-92 in favour of Hrgovic. One judge had it 93-97. One had it 95-96. I want to see what rounds that guy scored to Joyce and what round he scored a tie, because that's fucking ridiculous. And another one at 98-92 times 2, and one at 93, 97, 98, 92, 95, 96. The fans was 98-92. So I scored this 99-91, and I wouldn't have argued with 98-92. But the commentary, when they read the scores out, Adam Smith in particular said 98-92, that's way too wide. No, Adam, no. You actually watch the fight. You're looking at Joe Joyce's hands moving, but he's not really hitting a lot most of the time. Most of the time it's hitting blocks or he's missing. He's landing the odd good right hand, maybe one, at best two in a round. When Filip Hrgovic has landed 10, 12 of those big-ass right hands, sometimes with the left hook in the second half of the fight. And you score rounds to Joyce based on activity when he's not hitting a goddamn thing. Crazy, man. Filip Hrgovic looked like he was pacing himself for a change to me. He started out not as fast, but he was still winging in that right hand, and I can't believe he throws it and it lands. Most of the time it lands. It's just a blind one shot. And I was saying to the boys in the Discord earlier on in the rounds, man, he puts so much into that right hand, and he's left wide open. If he takes just a little bit off it and throws a mean left hook straight afterwards, he'd have a whole lot more success. And sure enough, later in the fight, he actually started throwing the left hook behind the right a little bit now and then, and it was landing mean. But I think he's got to be more consistent with that, and he's also got to change it up. Throwing just that blind right hand against somebody who ain't as slow as Joe Joyce isn't going to be as effective. We saw it with Daniel Dubois. Yeah, it landed lots, but there's nothing else. You got to have some variety, or, like Daniel, he kind of acclimatized to it, got into the habit of leaning with it. Joe Joyce was leaning with it. It doesn't seem like that heavy a shot, even it is a heavy shot, because these guys know it's coming and they know where to lean with it. So Hrgovic still has a lot more improving to do with regard to going back to his boxing a little bit. He looks much better when he boxes. When he's just trying to blow dudes out with one big punch, it's not smart. If he blows his load, he could be gone. Now, we saw Joe Joyce eat that right hand all night. I think it was in the 9th round, second to last round. He kind of stumbled Joyce and looked like he was going to try and get him out of there, but not to be. I can't remember which round I did give to Joyce. It must have been about the 5th round or somewhere there. There was a patch in the middle where Hrgovic kind of looked like he was a little bit tired, but I thought he was pacing himself. I was saying it to the boys in the chat, and you could hear the commentary going, oh, he's feeling sorry for himself. He's punched himself out. He's done. He's got bad body language. It's like, that wasn't bad body language compared to how he was against Zhilei Zhang. That was just normal Hrgovic to me. He saved himself, paced himself quite well, and he lasted just fine against somebody with a really good gas tank. And Joe Joyce, I think he's done at the very world level anyway. If he can't beat you, if he can't overwhelm you with volume, he's fucked. There's not much he can do to you. Doesn't punch that hard. He's getting slower and slower. He's getting easier and easier to hit. Give it up at world level, Joe, or you're going to end up with, what do they call it? TCE? He'll end up punch drunk. So, if he says he's going to keep on fighting, so be it. Keep it domestic. Maybe fight Dave Allen or something like that. You know? Jamie Teixeira. Sol Dakers. Maybe some European level guys, but you need to stay away from the top 10, Joe Joyce. Because they're going to hurt you. They're going to hurt you real bad, boy. Now, let me just see if I can change this text on the screen. See if I can just change the font size even while I'm in the stream. Let's have a look. This needs to get a little bit bigger to fit in that TV screen. I'm still working out bugs with the software on a new computer, so the stream's still not quite how it's supposed to be. Right, here we go. Where's text size? Hide display. No. Where is it? There it is. Font size. Let's go up to about there. See what happens. Close. It should change a little bit bigger for y'all when the computer gets around to it. Alright, so yeah, Filip Hrgović grabs the, what's it called? The WBO International Heavyweight title for now. It gives him the opportunity to do something in the WBO. We'll see what happens down the line. Also with Joe Joyce, we'll see what happens there, but I've got high hopes for anything too special for Joe. I think he's pretty much done at top level anyway. Alright, quick look at the chat here. What do we got? I agree. Hrgović took round off. Yeah. He didn't want to be gassed like he was against Zhang again, because that wouldn't have been very comfortable for him. Not at all. Not with someone who bangs like that. You need to have the energy to be able to get the hell out of Dodge. CTE, that was what I was thinking of. Punch drunk is CTE. Joyce will end up punch drunk if he carries on. Those punches kill brain cells, and that's a fact, my man. That is a fact, Phil. I notice it was a different ref. Yeah. A new ref we haven't seen yet, whether he's just got a promotion or, you know, he's been given his chance to show out so he can be on the big TV shows. He might have just shot himself in the foot with that decision against Adelaide. So we'll see what happens. Right, what's going on here? Says what's it say? Fuck. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience ... open widget. Push open widget and nothing comes open. Yeah, damn it. Monetization widget? No, I don't know, man. I'll have to try something different next week. I think I will try something different next week. I'm sick of putting up with this shit. I'll take this laptop to my other place and Ethernet it to a decent connection. Hopefully that'll sort it out. I might even try and see if the RAM out of my other laptop fits this one. Pinch the RAM out of it. Speed this shit up. I'm not going to go to town on this computer though, because it's not Windows 11 compatible. Come October, it will be obsolete. No more updates available from Windows after October with non-compatible Windows 11 devices. Goddamn son of a bitch. Alright, so we shall get over to the American card that we had, which was Richard Torres Jr. v Guido Vianello, and I was wrong about the result, but give me a sec, I'll just get this card up. Richard Torres box rec. Loading. You think, oh, there we go. New comment. I didn't want to see that ref again. To be honest, yeah. I think he's blown his chance. It'll be another new ref next time. See if he can make calls under pressure. We'll see. Is this loaded yet? No. God damn, it's slower than fucking dial-up. Seems fine when I'm not running my software. Streamlabs. OBS. I have to go through all the settings and turn down the resolutions and whatnot. Surely it can do better than what it is. Alright, finally loaded. Jesus. Richard Torres Jr. box rec. Oh, come on. Load. Page unresponsive. Exit. Oh, for God's sake. Now the whole screen's gone white. Right. Come on. Oh my God, this is terrible, man. Oh, still says page unresponsive, for God's sake. Look, the internet's fine. What are you doing? Exit. Oh. Page goes white. Oh my. Maybe I should just use my other laptop for streaming. It's already got the RAM and shit in it. Oh my God, it's fully frozen. You probably can't hear me now. Alright, well, I'll talk about the Guido and Richard Torres fight. In my opinion, Guido didn't turn up in the best frame of mind or something. Those first 3 rounds, all he could do was hold. Literally, all he would do was hold. He got a point taken off in the second round because of it. He didn't know what to do with Torres. Torres lunges right in, collapses the pocket, and he just stays in there. He doesn't really throw punches when he's on your chest. So I don't know why Guido was grabbing him. He could have just tried pushing him down or lean on him. He's not punching, so it wasn't going to do anything, but he just kept holding and got penalized for it. What was it? The fourth, 5th, 6th, and 7th round gave him pretty much all to Guido. He had a good spurt and he was looking good, and then he ran out of gas. But from the get-go. If he had a stuck on that jab, he was jabbing and waving it out there, but really tentatively, and you hear the referee saying, Guido, don't keep it out there. I mean, he had to pop the jab, make it stiff, get some respect, keep Torres out. That's what I was talking about in my prediction video, but he didn't do that. So he deserved to lose. It was good to see that he did have some balls to try and maybe go for it a little bit. But yeah, Torres, I still don't hold him in high regard after that. He didn't prove to me that he's a standout fighter. Yes, he can move fast. He can get in and out, but he doesn't do anything when he's in. He's got a very good counter right hook. That could be dangerous for some people. He hurt Guido late in the fight a couple of times with it. But being 6'2", I don't know. I don't know if it's going to cut it in this next generation of heavyweights. There's certainly a lot of guys he's going to beat, for sure. But I just don't think he's quite that guy, if you know what I mean. He's not that guy. Throw him in there with Moses Atalma. Apparently they're both 6'2", but I think Moses Atalma is more like 6'5". Throw him in there with Atalma. Let's see. Is he that guy? Because they'll find out for both of them. They'll find out, are they those guys? Or are they just another hyped prospect at this point? But I think the win over Dempsey McKean is probably slightly better than the win over Guido Vianello. So if you want to compare best wins, but I think they're at a similar stage. Even though Torres has had a lot more padded fights, that's a problem for me. It was good to see him take a big step up. He needs to stay at this level for a little while, improve against these big tall guys. He's got to find out what he's got to do inside when he gets in there. He collapses the pocket, gets in there and doesn't do much. He fights on the way in and he fights on the way out, but he doesn't fight when he's in there. So good win for Richard Torres. Congratulations to the man. Yes, I was wrong with my prediction. Like I say, I try to look for these underdogs that can pull it off, but I thought it was still a competitive fight. I thought it was a good watch. Where not really a entertaining watch, it was an interesting watch. So we'll see where Richard Torres goes from here. I don't think Guido's by any means done and dusted, no way. He can certainly be in some competitive fights. So let me bring up the rest of this card. Is there anything else interesting on there? If it'll bloody load. Here we go. Lindolfo Delgado got a win. I thought he lost the fight. He was fighting Elvis Rodriguez. That was the main event. Or was it the main event? No, it was the co-main event. It was super lightweight. I did have Delgado was one of the legs in one of my bets, so I took the win, but I didn't like it. It was a green tick and multi for me, so it is what it is. What else we got here? I don't think we had anything else too much more interesting on there. Abdullah Mason got the win. Jai Tucker got the win. Albert Gomez. Was there any more heavyweights on there? I don't think there was. Where did I see? Oh, it was on the Tim Hugh card. I saw a heavyweight fight. Brandon Gratch and someone else. It's a rematch. Talivata got stopped last time, but Brandon Gratch got stopped this time, so they're 1-1. Talivata's going, no, I knocked you out. I'm going to move on. We don't need the rubber match. It's like, well, it's one knockout each. Why not? But I didn't even know that fight was on. Also over the weekend we had Bakhtir Jalilov was in action against what's his name? Ivor Smakit. No, it wasn't Smakichi. Oh, I'll have to look it up now. He's the guy that they call the Hulk. That Martin Bacoli fought in Poland. Remember that guy? There we go. Come on. Delete. Bakhtir. Jelilov. Boxrec. Bakhtir Jalilov Boxrec. It'll take 3 days to load. Here it is. Load. I'm trying to get back to YouTube to look at the chat, but we have a blank screen again. Yay. Trust. Now what this computer's doing. Come on, load. God damn it. Nothing's loading. Oh, hey, YouTube's loaded. Yay. Alright, what's PCR say? The fight really showed that Torres has a lot of things to work on. Yeah, that's right, I agree. I mean, a lot of people followed the hype and, oh, he's going to blast Guido out of there, it's going to be easy work. And yeah, nah. Some thought it might be difficult for Torres for the first half and then he'll wipe the floor second half. But no, that wasn't the case either. So Guido had his moment through the middle of the fight and looked okay. Looked like he might even turn around and run away with it until he blew his load. So you can hear me, that's good. I think the video is probably pretty choppy. I'm going to sort that shit out for next week. I'll sort something out. Clarissa Shields. What? Clarissa Shields. Oops. Clarissa. Where'd it go? There it is. Clarissa Shields is the only American heavyweight champ. Oh, the only heavyweight champ we'll see for a while. Wow, that's sad. Poor America. You had to get that in there, I feel like. Yeah, the era of America being the epicenter of boxing has been gone for 20 plus years now. There it is. Igor Shabadutsky. That's him. Shabadutsky. So he went the distance with Jalilov, I believe. Didn't he? There we go, it's finally loaded. Yeah, it was a UD win over 10. This guy managed to go the distance with Jalilov. That's interesting. I never would have expected that. Not at all. Igor Shabadutsky. He's 12-2. So he's got another loss on his record apart from Martin Bacoli. Let's have a look if it loads today. Okay, he's got the loss to... Oh, he also lost to Kurat Pulev. Okay. UD though. So he went the distance with Pulev as well. What happened? I'm sure Bacoli sparked him in the... Oh, it wasn't the first. Third round. Bacoli got him. That was the one in Poland. On the... I believe it... Was it the Dubois... Usyk card? Or was it something separate? Might have just been something separate. Why don't you open up the event and have a look, Jono? Because it takes 3 days to load, Jono. Oh, that makes sense, Jono. No, Lukas Rozansky and Alan Babbitt was the main event. I remember that one. Yeah. So, interesting. Jalilov needs to get his ass moving, though. He's finished with the amateurs now, double Olympic gold medalist. It's all fine and dandy with the greedies. Bakhtir Jalilov is now up to 15-0. So it's time to get moving. He's under top rank. So they've got... Christ, I wish these dogs would fucking shut up. Jesus. Get my fucking paintball gun out, you bastards. Yeah, I'm just going to yell out the window at these fuckers. Hold on. Hey, get up! Give it a rest! Fucking things. Fucking animal control. I'm a dog lover too, by the way, but they've been going off non-stop for half a fucking hour. Trying to stream here. Bloody hell. They're still fucking going off. Bastards. Yeah. Get my old shoes and fucking throw them at them. Neighbours' dogs. Anyway, so yeah, there wasn't any more heavyweights on that card that I know of. Let me have a... Now, back at here, Jalilov's got to get moving. Got to get moving. Right, this last one I want to have a look at. Well, no, I've already spoken about Talibata and Grach. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the schedule for next week. I haven't even looked at it yet. Oh, that fucking dog. It's persistent. I'll fucking go over there soon. Shut that dog up or I'll fucking shut it up for you. All locations, divisions. We want heavyweights. Come on, loading. Here we go. Alright. Sunday the 6th of April. That's the Tim Shew card. It's already over. Why is it showing up on the schedule? Sunday 6th of April still. We got Friday the 11th. They got a card in. Is it Cuba? It is. Oh no, Argentina. Oh no, that's the Argentina TV is where it's going to be broadcast. It looks like the Cuban flag. Hotel Melia International Varela. Fuck, I don't know. Looks like a Cuban flag. It'll be Cuba or Puerto Rico. Can't remember the difference. Oh, for fuck's sake, dog. You gonna lose your voice or what? Shut up! Fucking dog. Polish card on Friday. No, I don't. Oh. Sanokowski, not Shabadowski. There's a card on in the US on Friday. Prospect crap. There's a whole lot actually on here. They'll debut on Friday in America. Got another one on Friday in America. Ooh, 12-0. Who's that? Lorenzo Medina. He's 12-0. Will be fighting on Friday. He'll be taking on Derek Cardenas. That's only a 6-rounder though. Nothing major. Friday, October 11th. He's just debut. Never mind. 8 and 9. Never mind. What we got here? Aussie card. That's on Saturday. 1 heavyweight on the card. Jonathan Lindy. Oh, I've seen this guy. He's 4-2-1. It's shit. Okay, 6-round fight. Come on, where's the real fights? Box Rec. $38 and 14. That's not a real fight. 4-0. No. Kaka. That's the Port. No, that's not the Puerto Rican flag. It's different to the Cuban flag. 22 and 6. No. Where's some decent fighters? Germany on Saturday. Germany on Saturday. Got a 7-1, 3-1. No. Not even gonna bother looking at that one. Another Germany card. 4-0. Ooh, 10-rounder. Okay, who we got? Luis Jose Marin versus Ranky Whitkey. Okay, it's Ranke is the first name. Ranky. And I think it's Whitkey. Wittke. Don't know who that dude is, but it's a 10-rounder. German. No crap. Okay, next page. Might be going back to another quiet spot for the heavies until June or something, but we'll see. Saying it's dropped me out of the freaking channel again. And it's dropped me back in again. Blah blah blah. Oh, yeah. Green ring's working again. No, I've had enough of this crappy setup here. I'll sort it out better for next week. Saturday Mexico, Saturday Poland. 13 and 1. Who was that? Kipper Maynard. Or Casper Maynard. I know that name. 13 and 1. He's in a 10-rounder taking on Mariusz Wach. Christ, he's still fighting. So that's in Poland on Saturday. It's a 10-rounder. And it's going to be for the Republic of Poland heavyweight title. Oh, it's got some other crap after it and brackets in Polish with nothing but consonants. I can't read that shit. Okay, nothing else too exciting on that card. What's that? Turkey. It's a Turkish flag. 1 and 1 guys, not interested in that earlier. Alright, here we go. America on Saturday. Quentin Jackson, debut. Fighting Richard Evans. debut. Holy hell. 7-2. Who's that? James Evans. 6 rounder, 4 rounders, 4 rounders. Okay, not interested. Oh, that might be it for Saturday. Don't know that flag. Don't know the name either, so not interested. Don't know. What we got? Yeah, then it's Thursday the 17th, so it's a pretty quiet weekend next weekend for the heavyweights. I'm sure it'll be brought to light what else is happening, if anything, come next weekend, so we shall see. Hey, the dog stopped fucking barking. Finally. Holy shit. Alright, so that's the review for now. I'm looking forward to hearing some announcements. Who Daniel Dubois is going to be fighting, who Alexander Usyk's going to be fighting. Joseph Parker, obviously. He's probably going to be fighting one of those two, but you never know what Frank's got cooking. I see Fabio Wardley has officially been announced to be fighting Jarrell Miller with his little homecoming fight. I forget where he's from. Ipswich? Might be Ipswich. So he's going to take that fight, even though he's under an order to fight Kubrat Pulev for that dumb WBA regular title. But I'm thinking maybe Frank's thinking, well, why not Fabio fight Miller? It's a more creditable fight, and he's done enough to get himself into the talk for potential eliminators and things like that. So let's do that, and let's see if we can get Moses Atalma to fight Kubrat Pulev before May, so he can get that world record as a world champion before 24 months, whatever Mike Tyson was. But I still don't think that's breaking the record, because it ain't a real title, is it? So if he's not trying to do that, maybe he's trying to get Atalma to fight Parker. But you'd have to pay Parker extremely handsomely to take that fight when he doesn't have to. And Turkey ain't involved at this point, as far as I know. So we'll see what happens there anyway. Very interesting. Waiting for these announcements. Who's Ajit Cabial going to fight next to? I want to know. We know Deontay Wilder is fighting this other waste of time fight. Who else we got? Thinking off the top of my head. AJ is not going to be back till August at least, due to an injury. Tyson Fury is retired. The likes of Justice Hooney needs to do something soon. He's right up there with rankings. There's a few to talk about. I see Hughie Fury's trying to fight Dillian White now. He had a fight over the weekend, actually. I can't. Dan Garber, he fought and it went the distance. Looked like Hughie could have finished him at any time. It looked like he was playing with his food, but I just don't think he can finish fights. He's just that guy who's there to make it difficult, land more punches, and potentially win on points. If the dude's got any type of durability, it's tough to get him out of there. And saying that, though, he got rid of Christian Hammer, but Christian Hammer, depends what Christian Hammer you get with him. Some days he turns up to fight, some days he turns up to survive. When he's in survival mode, he damn well survives well. So, I don't know. We'll see where Hughie Fury goes. He's been out of the ring for quite some time. I think his skill level is above domestic level, but at European level, ums and ahs. Ums and ahs. Yeah. So we'll see where we go with a few announcements and a few fighters that are sitting at the top of the division. I think that's probably about it for me for now. Mantas Stanionis unification. Oh, what's this? John Innes. Yeah, that's a decent little fight, eh? Mantas Stanionis gets underestimated because he's been pushed aside for so many years. Just remember also, because Stanionis had been interim champion mandatory for years, back when Spence was champion. And they just keep pushing him aside and pushing him aside. But guess what? So was what's his name? Bakram Murtazaliev at 154. He was the same thing with Jamal Charlo. When he was undisputed, he was pushed aside and pushed aside for years. Kept getting paid step-aside money. Nobody wanted to fight him. Look what happened when somebody with balls did fight him. Holy shit, he's a beast. So look out for Mantas Stanionis. Boots might be thinking he's going to walk right through him, but he's going to have a fight on his hands. It ain't going to be a walk in the park, bro. Oh, hell to the no, no, no. Cavill v. Dubois, I'd like to see that. Yeah, well, if Daniel doesn't get the Usyk fight, it makes sense, doesn't it? Even though Cavill is the WBC interim champion, isn't he? So, yeah, it definitely would be interesting, that's for sure, Philip. I'd like to see it. I think White v. Fury has been ordered. Ah, for what? The British title was just captured on the weekend. Was that English title or something? Must be Phil. Fury got a stoppage win the other night. Did he? I thought it went to this. Oh no, that's right. Didn't they throw the towel, the corner, or something like that? Let me have a quick look. For some reason I got it in my head he went the distance. I did watch it. It was on. He's just signed with GBM. What was it? Night Owl Promotions or something like that. Something different. And here we go, just waiting for the page to load up again. Oh, now it loads up instantly. What the fuck? Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's instant. Oh, you got a TKO on the 5th out of 6. That's right. Sure, the corner through the towel for Dan Garber or something, didn't he? Shit. I hope I haven't stopped my stream. Gone off the page by accident. I have to go and find it and hope it's still open. Uh-oh. Where is YouTube Studio? YouTube. Everything else loads instantly now except YouTube. Slow as a wet week. In fact, now it's not fucking loading at all. YouTube.com. Oh, here we go. Yeah, well, I think that's just about all, y'all. So hang him up, Joe Joyce, or fight on small hall shows for fun. I'm sure you don't need the money anymore. He probably would have done all right. I still don't think Torres is everything he's hyped up to be. A little bit disappointed in Guido not using his jab or not using it effectively. Needed to step into it and aim at the chest so the little man can't duck under it. He didn't. What else is there? Come on, open. Oh, Brandon Gretsch got hurt really bad in that Aussie fight. Google account, switch out, sign. Where do I go? YouTube Studio, there we go. Take your time to load. Oh, go on, take more time. I've got all day. Freaking thing. I've got all day. Oh my god. Oh my god. So slow, man. So slow. Let me in. Ay. Create, is that where I'm going? I can't find it. Upload videos, do I go live? It'll take me right there. Oh yeah, there it is, Scatterboosh, still live. Well, that's a bonus. Alright, so I'll just wait for this chat to come back up and say my goodbyes, because that'll be us for today, I think. But keep an eye out, we shall be back at some point. Oh yeah, that chat on the screen looks alright, but yeah, no, it looks like how it's supposed to look finally. Was it cutting off at the top? Hey, there we go. We got the live chat box back up. Alright, thanks for the stream, says Phil. Appreciate you jumping in, brother. Good chat. Yeah, sweet as, bud. I'm 216 here. What? Oh, 2000. Phil Carl Roberts. My bad, they are in talks to fight. I think I might have missed things from 2016 here. Who's that? Scroll up a bit. Oh, Caballero and Dubois. Yeah,